What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Breaking news. $6.7 billion asset manager Cathie Wood predicts Bitcoin will hit $600,000 by 2030.
Had conversations now over many years where you've talked about Bitcoin being worth something on the order of $500,000, literally in only a couple of years from now. Do you stand by that? How does this ETF change that, speed that up, slow it down? What do you think?
Yes. So you'll find in our big ideas, so that's at arc-invest.com, the building blocks for our price forecast. And our base case is in the $600,000 range. Our bull case, and we think the probability of the bull case has increased with this SEC approval. This is a green light. Our bull case is $1.5 million by 2030. You can see the building blocks. You can see how conservative we are in terms of those building blocks. This is a big idea. It is the first global, decentralized, digital, rules-based, critical there, rules-based monetary system in history. It is a very big idea.
Yeah, listen, we fucked up.
Institutional arm race continues as AMF files for a Bitcoin ETF. They're one of Europe's largest asset managers with $2.3 trillion under asset management. They join a host of institutional investors that have filed for a Bitcoin ETF over the last couple of weeks. As of right now, these are just the largest players, not even all of them, but the ones with over $1 trillion. Each one of these numbers are trillions. BlackRock with 10 trillion, HSBC with 1.3, Fidelity with 5.1 trillion, Vanguard with 9 trillion. Chase and JP are basically the same, but 3.7 trillion. State Street, Citi, Investico, Charles Schwab, and many others trillion-dollar companies, all filing for a Bitcoin ETF, totaling $48.69 trillion. And these are just the major players. Now on my channel, I'm known for doing technical analysis, but in this video, we're going to do some fundamental analysis, and I'm going to show you how. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. I'm going to tell you what this means for the Bitcoin price, big picture. I'm going to give you my bearish case scenario, my medium case scenario, and my bullish case scenario. My most bearish case scenario for Bitcoin in this would be that Bitcoin would capture 1%, just 1% of these major institutions. Again, they're not all of them, but just the major ones would be $486 billion. If you add that to their current market cap of $588 billion, that would bring you to about $55,000 price for Bitcoin. But this is just my bearish case scenario. What is my medium and bullish case scenario for fundamental analysis? Now, my medium case scenario for Bitcoin in this market share capture is 3% of $48 trillion. This would mean that Bitcoin would capture $1.45 trillion market cap in addition to their already $588 billion market cap. This would give you a $2.038 trillion market cap for Bitcoin, or $105,000 market cap or price for Bitcoin. But that's just my medium case scenario. What is my bullish case scenario for Bitcoin? My most bullish case scenario would be 5% of the $48.6 trillion market cap. 5% capture of the 48%. This would mean that Bitcoin would capture $2.43 trillion. If you add that to their already $588 billion market cap, that would equal $3.018 trillion market cap for Bitcoin, or a price of $145,000. But why do I always say, show me the charts and I'll tell you the news? Well, I'll tell you why. Because on the charts, the macro price prediction that I've had for Bitcoin for all along is $155,000. This is within striking distance of the fundamental analysis. So when the fundamentals and the technicals line up, this is exactly what I think is going to happen. But let me know in the comments what you guys think.
I cannot tell you that. All I can tell you is I think Bitcoin is extremely cheap on a number of metrics. and I'm comfortable buying it at 30,000 because I think that it is so darn cheap. And, you know, I use one model that uses credit default swaps. I can use another model that values Bitcoin at over $2 million in today's dollars.
Guys, this is absolutely insane. This right here is the largest falling wedge pattern in Bitcoin history. 2021, 2022, 2023. Largest falling wedge ever. Falling wedge patterns are bullish patterns, but it's not just a falling wedge. It is a falling wedge and inverse head and shoulders. Two bullish patterns in one. Falling wedge, left shoulder, head, right. Falling wedge, left shoulder, head, right. Coming up, right over that trend line, right shoulder, and we're out of here. Let's go.
Tom Crown with the shades on. Okay, Bitcoin going to 20K first or 30K?
30. Let's go 30.
All right.
20.
Ooh, that's really hot. 30K.
I think we're going to see a pullback down to 20K first.
I don't think it ever touches 20K again.
I'm probably going to see 20,000 first.
Bitcoin going to 20K or 30K first?
30K.
I think we might hit 20 first.
What's going to happen first? 20 or 30?
30 before 20.
30 before 20. 20K.
30. We've already seen the bottom.
30K. 30K all day, baby.
30, let's see. I'm going to say 30,000. It's not going to go that low.
20K. So 30K before 20K. Yeah. All right. There you have it. Right here. Bitcoin, baby.
Going with 30.
30. And what you got under there?
That little surprise right here.
Oh, man.
Bitcoin has been the best performing asset class, and here's why this week and this year could be a big one. Bitcoin is up 155% over the past year, but still below its all-time high. Many people are hopeful that this week, the SEC is going to finally approve a Bitcoin ETF, which over the long run will lead to a lot more buying demand. This year, Bitcoin also has its halving event, and after each of the previous past 3 times, that has led to an all-time high in Bitcoin over the next ensuing months. You can see the past gains in the last 3 cycles as well. Some market participants are even estimating a $500,000 price target. I believe that the ETF approval has been priced into a lot of these Bitcoin-related stocks, but as far as buying Bitcoin itself, could still be a good buy. Comment your price predictions for Bitcoin in the comments below and follow StockDad's more updates.
Wow, did you see this? Robert Kiyosaki is predicting that a depression is coming and Bitcoin will hit $500,000 in 2025. This could be your last chance to buy the dip as the markets are poised to crash with greed at an all-time high. Every time greed gets above this red zone, the markets crash. And here we are again with extreme greed. So do you think Robert is right? Is this the buying opportunity of a lifetime?
The crypto market is absolutely flying right now. As you can see on the bubbles, mostly green, up on the day, few red coins, and Bitcoin has not only broken 46k, it's broken 47k for the first time in a long time. Now, something to keep in mind when this happens, it could be a fake out in all honesty, but also keep in mind what I told you yesterday. Some days are going to feel like we're going to the moon, like today, and other days we're going to feel like crypto is going to end. Also keep in mind that this could be the whales manipulating things because they know that people are waiting for the ETF and they know that some people front run things like an ETF approval. They are essentially faking that happening, and then when loads of people put money in, they might tank the market back down and then catch all of that liquidity. That is what we call a bull trap for anyone that's new into this, and it can also happen the other way around, which has definitely been happening more so than bull traps, and we call them bear traps, where they trick the market into thinking that it's going to go down, but then they pump the market hard and again catch the liquidity. There is still news that keeps piling in on a daily basis to suggest that the ETF approvals are going to happen this week. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I really hope so. I probably think they are going to happen. If they don't, we are obviously going to see a pullback in the market. Some people think that even if we do get ETF approvals this week, that it's a sell the news event and the market's going to tank anyway. But I don't personally think that's going to happen. I believe that an ETF is way too valuable. People that are in already, I don't think they're going to sell whatsoever. In fact, I think they're going to keep it more so than ever if an ETF approval is made. But let's just enjoy this green day for what it is. It always feels good when crypto pumps 10-20%. in a 1 day period. So I'm just going to enjoy it, and I recommend you do too. So that is my roundup for today.